Hey everyone, I'm back with another gem today. It is this lovely pastel gem. I have brand new pencils. This was done with Marker Fiends, and these are Blick Studio Pencils that I just got. And they act something like Prismacolors, and so I kind of wanted to try and recreate my other gem with these and see how well they blend and basically test them out, but also do this gem for you if I can. Probably won't be exact. So let's go ahead and start. I have the first one is light violet, and I want to pick out the corner where my reflected light is going to be, which is going to be over here, and then my highlight will be up here. So since I did a very light purple on my other gem, which was with Marker Fiends, I wanted to see how these hold up to those. These are wax-based pencils. Marker Fiends are oil-based, and so I just wanted to see what differences I could see, and whether or not they were really comparable as far as quality and such. So I'm using very light pressure. Already I can see that these are, this particular color is a little bit darker than what I had when I was working with the Marker Fiends, which is totally fine. I mean, if the gem comes out more saturated or anything else, that's totally okay with me. I don't mind. I want to see how the pencils blend by themselves as well as with a blender. So I did use a blender on the other one. I have a Prismacolor colorless pencil blender, which I really do like. So I want to see how it works, if I can get them to blend really nicely without it, if I can get them to blend well with it. I also got a different kind of blender from them when I ordered, and I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. The Blick Studio blender. It seems really grainy, so I don't know if I want to try and use it on a gem. I don't want to mess it up, because I'm super picky like that. This is the sky blue, which is very similar to what I used on the Marker Fiend gem. But yeah, if I push too hard, I'm going to get a lot more color than I did with the Marker Fiend one. Which is good. I mean, if you have any kind of arthritis or any kind of hand or wrist issues and you need softer pencils, these are great. Or at least it seems so far. You can definitely see all of my little pencil strokes in there though, which is something that when I'm using a really light hand and going with my Fiends, I don't see a lot. And they are oil based. These are, like I said, wax based. This is the grass green, and that's the one that goes up here. Yeah, this gem is going to be quite a bit brighter, I feel like. That's okay. I just want to try and get a smooth blend. With any of my pencils that I use, I do lots of layers, or at least I try to. That's what I prefer the look of, because I like to blend them and get lots of different variations of colors in there. Especially with gems, like I love doing layers and stuff and trying to get the effects of stone or of light buried into my gem as best I can. And I find that doing layers and layers over of color is one of the best ways to do that. When you're working on gems, be patient. Like, if you're a beginner, it does not come super simple sometimes. Like, some people get it, like, right away, like, the idea of it, and where lights go, and where reflected lights go and such. Others, it takes them a while. It just kind of depends on what you understand about the mediums you're working with, what you understand about, I don't know, I guess the map of like where highlights and reflected lights go and how they work together and that sort of thing. I'm going to go back to my blue, see if I can get a better blend. Like I said, I just go back and forth until I like the way it looks, honestly. Because I prefer not to use blenders in general. That's a personal thing. I like to be, I don't know, a purist. I'm something. I don't know. I'm crazy. So I just like to see how far I can push the actual material without anything else interrupting it. And it also gives me a better grasp of what I can and cannot do with the new material that I'm using, or the new medium that I'm using. Yeah. I like these. Seems like second go around they're a little bit smoother once they have themselves to grab onto, or at least like a base coat to grab onto. Seems like they do a little bit smoother coming out. I'm still not pressing very hard. I really want this to be a light gem. It's definitely not the right color. Like, you can see that this one is definitely more of a bluish green up here, and mine is much more of a, like, Granny Smith apple green. So, that's okay. I won't tell if you won't. Let's go in with, keep going back to my blue. I guess I just want more blue in this gem. Or maybe I'm just seeing more blue in the other gem, because it's a different type of green. Okay, I also have a dark green, and I want to go around and make my shadowed edge with this. That's really, really vibrant. That's the other thing I'm noticing is, I love my marker fiends, do not get me wrong. But to get like really, really like super bright in the colors, you really need to work at it, and they often are more muted, I guess would be a good word for that. Muted in color, which is fine. I mean, I still get fantabulous effects with marker fiends. It's how I actually do most of my gems. But I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Yeah. This is where my shadow is over here. And then I'm just going to go darken the edges a little bit. Over here where my shadow is. And the shadow goes right under your highlight. Because I usually do directed light ones. I don't do all around. Like an all-around would be where the reflected light, the white part basically, is like right in the middle, and then you have like the little highlights that go all the way around, and then these are more directed light where the light comes in and hits a specific spot on the gem and reflects down, touches the bottom, and reflects out to where your eye would see it. And those are the ones that I generally do. I'm just more drawn to them, I guess. So the shadow goes right under wherever the light is hitting the darkness, which seems a little weird to some people, but you just gotta remember the basics of gems. And then I have a white. I want to see if I can without anything on the edges. Go in and kind of fade this some. I'm not seeing much, y'all. Gotta be totally honest. This may be one where you need to put the white down first in order to get that really soft, glowy look around here. Maybe. We'll try it that way on a different video or a different gem and see how it goes. Yeah, it's a little bit better taking it, putting the white down there, and then trying to go around and get that really, really soft look of the light, the white. Alright, might as well go get a blender, because I'm not seeing that this is blending as much as I want it to by itself. So, I usually start in the lighter spots. Oh, it definitely blends pretty well. This is the Prismacolor Premier Colorless Blender, which is also a wax-based, so I guess that would be the best one to work with other wax-based things. However, they work great with Marco Fiends as well. You just have to be gentle. Yeah, we'll just mix it all together, huh? I try and get as smooth of a surface as I can. And then you can always go back in, change up the colors if you want. You can add more. Of course, me, I'm addicted to blue, so I want to add more blue. Kind of want to add more down here as well, around my edge. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, and then let me go grab wherever one of my, oop, I'm moving my camera. Things I should not do. Where's my light? Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Nobody panic. I have a white Jelly Roll pen that I use most of the time. I just got one of the Uniball Signo ones, and I haven't really used it yet, so I don't know that I know much about it yet, or how to use it, or if it's different from this one. I haven't really used it yet. But I know that a whole bunch of colorists and gem artists use it, and so I wanted to try it out. I'd actually been looking for one for a while, and found it at Michael's near me. So I just like to outline it, and then I kind of fill it in. It's just the way I like to do them. And then I generally put like little stripes around it, or maybe some little dots of extra highlight. Beep, beep, beep. Gotta fix it sometimes. And put one over here. Put like a little dot over here. Okay? Okay. That looks really good. To do the edges the way around that I did, I actually just took the black in the marker Fiends and I color really darkly real close to it, and then as I go farther away I get really, really light with it, and that gives it that effect of the really light edges, like you can see. So I just start really, really dark, and then I just go out really, really light, and then leave that very light highlight at the end. I just don't touch it there, and that's the way it looks, and I really, really like it that way. So that's really all there is to it. So happy coloring, and make me some gems and show them to me, and follow me on Facebook or find me on there. Talk to you next time. Have a good day. Bye.